Namaste. All right, well, this practice is about satisfaction and appreciating all that you've achieved with your life. You're an amazing person. And the efforts that we undertake for our physical well-being, intellectual learning, education, and spiritual growth all should be noted and appreciated. So honor your own individual accomplishments. You're not the same person you were a year ago or 5 years ago or longer. So honor that. I think Albert Einstein said that I like chopping wood because I can see the results immediately. And we don't always see the results of our personal practices, and but in all, you are, making the effort. You're improving. So honor your achievements, and this can renew your enthusiasm for personal development and promote more satisfaction. Of course, we don't want to become too smug or complacent with all this self-adulation, but do give yourself credit for what you've accomplished. Let's take Pushpanjali Mudra, opening the palms and tipping the fingers forward, making this offering of just pure gratitude and not only for the efforts and work that you put into your personal development, but even to the teachers and helpers in your life that have helped you achieve where you are and what you are. And we'll begin reclining on your back, taking time for some breath awareness. So lay back, but lift up the knees so the feet are flat on the mat. You can rest one hand on your abdomen or choose not to, just so that you can sense the ebb and flow of the breath. Rising on the inhalation, relax the belly and abdomen, let that fill with the breath. And at the end of the inhalation, start to exhale all that air back out. Continuing until you've emptied every ounce of air from one breath and can start the next breath with completely free lungs. Try to breathe through the nostrils so that you can sense that touch of air in the nostrils, the cool touch of the inhalation as it flows in through both nostrils up to the third eye, and out on the exhalation, the warmth touching the upper lip. Next, we're going to begin pulsing Mula Bandha in rhythm with your breath. So this is the root lock, where you're tightening the muscles around the perineum. The inner muscles tighten as you exhale and loosen as you inhale. And as you actuate these muscles, it can also accentuate the tilting of the pelvis. So there's more arch in the lower back as you inhale, and a lengthening of the tailbone as you exhale. We'll please walk the heels in so they're close to the buttocks, and you'll be able to lift the hips on the inhalation, rising up to bridge pose, and on the exhalation, dropping back down, or should I say floating back down like a feather, up and down in rhythm with your breath, where you can start gradually, and over a series of breaths, lift more, taking longer breaths. Good. This is perfect. Here, I should be demonstrating. All right. So, lifting on the inhale and lowering on the exhale. And if your shoulders slide back, you may have to walk the heels a little closer. And then rest down with the hips and buttocks, hug the knees to the chest. Taking the breath in, lengthen the arms, and on the exhale, tighten the arms, compress in the navel. Giving your body the freedom to move with each inhalation and exhalation. So each breath can be satisfying. All right. And just to let the left leg stretch out on the mat and lift the right leg up to the sky. Interlace hands behind the right thigh or use a strap over the right foot. Inhale, we soften the knee, draw the shoulder blades under the back. And with the exhale, begin to lengthen that leg and stretch in the hamstring. Be patient with these muscles that are strong and deep. And over a series of breaths, you may be able to walk the hands higher towards the ankle or tighten the strap without lifting the head or shoulders. Holding the big toe with the toe lock is sort of the ultimate version of hand to foot, hastapata. Now, open the right leg to the right side. Just sweep it out. It's not going to reach the floor probably, and the left hip is going to want to lift up, but don't let it rise too much. You can press down with the left hand on that hip. Good. Release the right foot. Bend the knee and press the foot down enough to lift the right hip up, rolling over onto your left side. Cross the right knee over. And reclining spinal twist. You want to lengthen the spine on the inhale, straighten the leg, and then twist on the exhale. Pulling the navel in, you want to protect the lower back. But still leave space to breathe and move and flow with the pose. So there's no compromise or shortage of the breath. The deeper you breathe, the more satisfying the pose. Now release onto your back, and we'll straighten the right leg. Realign the spine, and begin to lift the left leg, holding the back of the left thigh. Inhale, draw the shoulders underneath, down and shoulder blades under. And with the exhale, try to straighten the left knee more, pressing the thigh into your hands or holding with a strap over the foot. And with these deep muscles, we need to take time. Satisfy the body with deep breaths. Now, keeping the right hip down, start to open the left leg to the left side. Good. And then release and lower the left foot to the mat and press it down enough to lift up the hip. Roll over onto your right side and cross that left knee over to your right hand. Looking back over the left shoulder, first lengthen the spine, straighten the right leg, and then on the exhale, pull the navel in to press the outer right hip against the mat, protecting the sacrum. You can rest on the inhale and engage and through the core more with your exhale. And release down again onto your back. And lift up the left knee and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. You're going to open the right knee to the side. You can thread the right arm through the legs and hold the left leg with both hands. Starting to open the right hip a little deeper when you bring the left knee towards your chest. Again, pulse with the breath. Dancing a little with the breath, the pose becomes more satisfying. As you deepen your relationship with the breath, you're also enhancing your experience with this pose. Alright, and switch sides, putting the right foot down, cross the left ankle over the right knee, and slowly open the left knee to the side, either keeping the right foot on the floor or lifting the right foot up and clasping the back of the right leg. With the shoulders and head on the floor, just breathe into that hip stretch. Keep the left ankle straight, or not sickling to the side, I should say, so you don't sort of sprain that outer ankle. Keep the outer shin tight. The ankle flexed back a little bit. And really enjoy the breath. It's so satisfying. And just knowing that you're doing your best while safeguarding, protecting your body, That's what matters. Okay, now rest and release the feet down. And come up to seated. And sitting cross-legged, move the sitting bones back, widen the buttocks so that you have that foundation to root down with muscular energy through the inner thighs and the core of the pelvis. This is Sukhasana, or easy seated pose. The shoulders stay back, but we're not rounding here, collapsing in the chest. So use muscular energy to draw the heels underneath, lift up through the heart, and then the inner body is bright. The head of the arm bones will lift up into the shoulders, so the shoulders stay broad here in the collarbones. This gives us more capacity to breathe and to feel the balance, the plumb line, right from the crown of the head down to the sitting bones. And folding forward, if you choose, walk the hands out in front. Pausing on the inhale to draw the shoulder blades back, lift the back of the neck up, and then continuing deeper on the exhale. Giving your body permission to move and flow with the breath. And lift the head up, move the hands behind, and draw the shoulder blades together. Open the heart, look up, lengthen the throat. And balancing for a moment, lift up the legs and cross the ankles in the opposite order. Come forward when you're situated, then start to fold forward in the side. Go slow at first. Nourish the body with the breath so it can be satisfied the whole time. And release, lift the head, and turn over onto hands and knees. Spread the fingers, claw the mat, curl the toes under. Yes, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We lift up the hips, and at first you may have to reposition feet and hands so they're shoulder width, hip width apart. Softening on the inhale, just sensing how you're holding your back. And exhale, lengthen the arms, press down through the heels. Gently pulse with the breath. So there's ease on the inhalation and steadiness, strength on the exhale. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward over the wrists. And exhale, roll down from knees, hips, chest, and chin. Point the toes and hug legs to the midline. Squeezing the buttocks, push down through the hips, press with the finger pads, and curl the chest, shoulders up, keeping the shoulders relaxed so the neck can be loose. Alright, now rock the hips a little from side to side. And lower, rest. And stretch the arms straight back, the palms face down. Push down through the palms, push down through the hips. Start to lift the feet, legs, coming into locust. Shalabhasana. Then lower the legs. Open the palms, heels. Widen the feet to the width of the mat. Bring the forearms in front of you for lower the forehead on the back of the wrists. Keep the armpits lifting up so there's no collapse in the back of the neck or shoulders. Taking this time to reconnect with your breath. And then begin to lift up. Walk forward to stand. Okay. Then widen the feet to the width of the mat for star pose. Lift up the arms. Spread the fingers. Inhale, shine and radiate to the sky all around this room. Make it so bright. Excellent. Energy shooting out in all directions. The sun sharing its light with all. Just bathing in this glow, this luminosity of brilliant light. You have achieved so much in your life. You are an amazing, wonderful person. Now, begin to rest the arms and bring the feet back to hip width apart. Bend the knees, start to fold forward. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, straighten the knees. Continue to slide down. Always resting a little on the inhale. And then finding how you feel about stretching more on the exhale. Allowing each breath to nourish you. Breathe as though your whole body breathes. And soften the knees, press the feet down, inhale, stand and lift the arms. Bring the palms touching. Uniting mind and body as the palms come down to the heart. Head and heart as one. I can take a little squat down, bending the knees, bring the hands inside. You may need to widen the feet or turn the toes out. And sit as low as you can, perhaps even having the heels touch or putting the heels up on the edge of a blanket. Press the elbows out against the inner knees while the knees hug in to counteract that. Great, you're doing very well. Keeping the breath flowing. And release the hands down, lift the hips up, fold it forward, and roll the back up. Inhale to stand for warrior one. Step to the front. Okay, I'm going to make this the front. For warrior one. And also of the water. To stay hydrated, please. With the right foot back, the left knee bent. Just make sure you have stability, steadiness, and then take your time. Lift the arms. Breathe with ease. Completing one breath at a time. Letting each breath nourish, expanding on the inhale, and strengthening more through the core and legs on the exhale. Okay. Bring the arms down, hold hands behind, or just the hips, buttocks. Take the head up, look up for a little back bend. Right, now look down, bring the hands forward, and begin to slide down this left leg. Pausing on the inhale, making sure you have alignment with the hips level and facing forward. The left hip crease must pull back a little bit. And continue deeper on the exhale, going down over that left leg and straightening the left knee. But still pulsing, accommodating the flow of the breath with ease and gratitude. And on the inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. And inhale, rise, Tadasana. And rest. Make that union, yoking head and heart together. And step the left foot back. When you're ready, bend the right knee and widen the feet or rearrange side to side until you have a good solid base that you can turn the left hip forward, pull the right hip crease back so the pelvis and hips are square to the front of the mat. And with your breath guiding the way, shine on the inhalation all your achievements, all your accomplishments. Honor what you've become through great effort. And relax, lower the arms. You can clasp them behind and draw the shoulder blades in while the heart lifts up. The eyes look up. But we're not going to sink into the lower back. We're going to push down through the back foot and lift up the chest. All right, release the hands forward to the front leg. And with awareness of the breath, begin to flow down over the right hip. Parshvottanasana, our pyramid pose. With ease on the inhalation, roll the shoulders back. And strengthen on the exhalation, tummy tucking in. Big breath to really satisfy the pose. The muscles, the tendons, the bones, everything being nourished by that breath. So content, so satisfied. We'll step the left foot forward now, inhaling to a flat back. Then exhale and fold, Uttanasana, straightening the knees. Inhale, bend the knees, press the feet down, and lift the arms, coming way up high until the palms touch. And release. Exhale to rest. All right. We're into Garudasana, eagle pose. Okay, so we'll open the arms. And then sweep the right arm under the left, hooking the elbows, pressing palms together. And then drawing the shoulders back, navel in. Start to bend the knees, squat down, and balance on the left leg. Toe touch with the right foot. You may cross the right knee over the left knee, toe touching on the side, or lift up the right foot, balance, breathe. At least give yourself credit for trying. Now step the right foot back to a lunge. Okay, a little bit of balance there. And keep twisting to the left. The right elbow is going to press on the left knee. The left arm lift up. Okay, or the palms can just keep pressing together. That's a little more reasonable. Alright, then relax, hands down, and step the right foot up. Inhaling halfway, exhaling, folding deeper. Inhale, Tadasana, reach up high, touch the tip of the mountain, and then relax, exhaling, lower. Okay, this time the left arm's hooking under the right. And as we bend the knees, the left knee is going to cross up and over the right knee. Squeezing, shoulders back, navel in. Loving this challenge. Good job. Step the left foot back. It may take a couple of steps to get back to your lunge. And revolve to the right side, left elbow against the right knee. You might have hands pressing together or open the arms. Wow, excellent. And lower the hands back to the floor. And rest. Left foot stepping forward. Oops, getting all kinds of wrinkles here. Folding, exhale. Inhale to stand. Sweep up. And relax. Rest. Rehydrate. While I straighten things out here a bit. All right. Next is our Warrior 2. Please step the right foot back and open the hips. Open the arms. Okay, inhale, lifting the armpits up, shoulders back. Then exhale, deepening the pose, pressing the feet, more intensity, pulsing up and down because the breath is flowing. nourishing, and satisfying. Lift the left palm, arch back, reverse warrior, lifting the rib cage up, and then straighten the left leg. Left hand down for triangle, right arm up, Trikonasana. Okay, good breath there. Bend the left knee for side angle, left elbow, and then either on the knee or inside the knee, looking up, rolling the right shoulder back. The right foot presses down, supporting the right hip. Great, this is perfect. You are perfect. And rest. Lower the hands down, step the right foot forward. Exhale, folding, Uttanasana. Inhale, lifting, standing, reaching, Tadasana. Exhale to rest, renew, recharge, reconnect, mind and heart. Next, left foot will step back for warrior two. Just going to turn around and bend the right knee. The warrior two stance can be a little bit longer than one. Breathing, flowing, finding your perfect pose that satisfies you completely. Your best effort. Next, reverse the warrior, the right palm lifting up, eyes up, and heart up. So, strong thighs. Straighten the right knee next for triangle. And sweep the right hand down. Lift the left arm, look up, and pull the left shoulder back, and the shoulder blade in, navel in. Putting muscular energy into the legs so that right hip can tuck under. Beautiful. Bend the right knee, Parshva Konasana, extended side angle. The left arm now extending forward, supporting with the right elbow on the knee, or bringing the right hand down. If your stance is long enough to touch the mat. That's it. Great. Look down, hands down, and we'll kneel down. Coming down onto the knees. Just check. We haven't left out too many things. Okay. We'll go on to the lunges. Step right foot forward. And the arms inside. Then move the left knee back. And press down through the legs. Tone in the lower belly. The inner thighs. And on the exhalation, bend the elbows until you're feeling the stretch in the hips. You can re-lengthen the arms, inhaling, keep the spine, neck straight. And then stretch a little more with your exhale, remembering to engage the muscles that you're stretching. So the Anyway. Revolved lunge next. Keep the left hand down. Lift the right arm. Twist towards that right side. Option here, if you want, is to bind the back foot. The right hand holding the left foot as you bend the left knee. Okay, release the bind. Straighten the front leg. Start to fold forward over that right hip. If you wish a deeper stretch, you can slide the right foot forward. Do full split, Hanuman Asana. But press down through the back of the right heel enough to keep a micro bend in the front knee. Really strengthen, engage all those muscles that you're stretching. Nourishing, satisfying with each breath. And release when you're able to. Bring the right foot back. That's the hard part. And go on to that left side. Step left foot forward for a lunge, low lunge with a nice hip stretch. Stretching that. Taking one breath at a time. Bobbing up and down with the breath like a little cork on the ocean waves. Keeping the right hand down, we'll sweep the left arm up, revolve towards that left side. Okay, option there is to bend that back knee and reach the back, holding, binding with the left hand to that right foot. And draw the shoulder blades down, open the chest, spiraling to look up. Finish by releasing, stepping the left foot back, and just sitting back to the heels. Hero pose, Virasana. Inhale, or the split. I didn't get to that, did I? Sorry. Going back to straightening the front knee.
Keeping you honest.
Just stretching that hamstring and calf, or also stretching the back, quad also with the full split. One of those poses that you might practice for years before you start to see progress. So not to get unhappy if you feel stuck with it. Just do your best, and that will be satisfying enough. Now, please release the split or the hamstring stretch. We'll go right on. First, okay. Calm down for a moment with Virasana, hero pose. Centering with the breath. Feeling the touch of air in the nostrils, over the upper lip. Keep strengthening in the toes and ankles, protecting all those little bones in the feet. Now, we'll lift up the hips. Come to camel pose. First, tone inner thighs, hugging the legs to the midline. Squeeze the buttocks, strengthening up into the back. Look up. And keep breath flowing with the pose, so there's no shortage of the breath. If you want to, reach down to the heels. Continuing to lift the chest and push the hips forward with the strength of the buttocks. All right, lift up the arms, lift up through the lower back, and relax, hands down, and into downward dog. This time, you may need to walk the knees a little, move the hips around, whatever you need to do to make your body happy. And then settle into a steady breath. We're going to lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Take one more breath, see how high you can lift it, straighten the knee, and then tuck the knee in for pigeon, bringing the right knee up behind the right wrist and angling that right shin at a diagonal. Walk the left knee back as you lower the hips, but try and keep the hips from falling off to the side by toning through the inner thighs and pelvic floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, begin to fold forward. Relaxing with the inhale so you can sense, feel, and realign where necessary. Remember to use muscular energy as you exhale to protect all the joints, ligaments. You can stay down, or if you want, another option is to add a thigh stretch and bend the back knee and pull the heel towards your hip. Okay. There's that version, or the mermaid version, binding somehow. There. Alright, now for the other side, step the right foot back and make your body happy, walking the knees or moving hips, shoulders, and then lift the left leg. Three-legged dog, and then tuck the left knee in for pigeon, sliding the left knee up behind the left wrist, and then walking the right knee back. The lower the hips are, that's going to help with balance. And then keep hugging the legs towards the midline. Well, actually strengthening in the inner thighs to keep your stability as you come forward. You're not actually going to sleep in this pose, but keeping the muscular energy intact in the hips and the pelvis so that there's steadiness and safety in the stretch. Either if you like to stay down, or if you wish to, lift the chest for the thigh stretch and bend the back knee. You're going to bind the right hand to the foot and spin the elbow up to try and pull the heel closer to the right hip. All right. Then release the thigh stretch and swing the legs forward, sitting down for a wide leg forward fold. Okay, so legs wide, a V shape. Spiral the inner thighs down, move the sitting bones back, and sit up tall, lengthen through the lower back, relax in the shoulders. And on the exhale, begin to tilt forward. Squeeze the muscles in the thighs to lift the thigh bones up into the hip socket, making those deep creases in the hips where you can lengthen forward. Breathe deeply, calmly, with satisfaction, contentment, and joy for whatever the pose can offer you today. And slowly lift, releasing up with the inhale. Good. Lie down. Bend the left knee to the right leg and lift the left arm up so you're stretching over the right hip, lengthening on the inhale and pressing down through the legs on the exhale, feeling that stretch in the left side body. And we'll switch when you're done that side. Extend the left leg, bend the right knee. Draw the lower back in and reach with the right arm. Lengthen that right side by pressing down through the right sitting bone, lifting through the right pinky. Root down so you can lengthen the spine and give it more flexibility. Good. Then release and lower the hands. We can go, I think, to our cobbler. Let's recline though first. Lay down and reclining cobbler, Supta Baddha Konasana. So the soles of the feet are together, the knees are apart. And you're just noticing, experiencing the ebb and flow of the breath and how the spine changes shape, arching more on the inhalation and flattening a bit on the exhalation. The weight of gravity is gently opening, stretching the inner thighs, or your hands can assist with a little pressure. Relaxing any pressure on the inhalation, so there's no resistance, but then adding more pressure on the exhalation when you're ready to receive it. Okay, release and stretch out the legs, lift up the arms, and with legs and arms wide, stretch through every muscle, flexing, extending, moving, wiggling, whatever you feel inclined to do in your body to satisfy those last urges for movement, stretching, and engagement. The fingers moving, the toes moving, and the face, tongue. And when you're completely satisfied, prepare for Shavasana by bringing your arms down by your sides and turning the palms face up. That way the shoulder blades can slide under the back, opening the chest for easier breath. And I need to make some minor lighting changes here. So give me a moment to turn down some of this brightness for my friends in person. I know it's going to end the fan, sorry. But you're going to cool down now anyway, that you're stop moving. And after you've found the most comfortable position possible, you don't have to move anymore. And your body can start to rest more deeply and completely in stillness, peace, and tranquility. Good. You're relaxing and resting the body now so it can rejuvenate, heal, and become prepared for your day ahead. But at the moment, you have nothing to do but rest, relax, and let go of all that effort. Feeling the floor support you now, so you don't have to hold yourself. You can trustfully surrender into the floor, feeling safe, secure, warm. Allowing all the little muscles in your face and jaw to relax and rest, go slack. And you can allow all the little muscles in your neck and shoulders to relax more deeply. Then you can give your arms permission to rest more heavily into the support of the floor. And let go of any grasping or clinging with the hands. And relaxing the back, the chest, So the breath can be more effortless, and even relaxing in the belly, in the hips. And then relaxing in the legs and the knees. And releasing in the calves, the ankles, soften the soles of the feet, and the toes no longer gripping, holding any tightness. Being safe on the ground. Being content that you've done something helpful for yourself today. Just feeling that natural satisfaction of having done a good yoga practice. Giving your body the exercise that it needs, craves. But also keeping your mind from wandering, training it to stay more focused, concentrating. And enjoying with gratitude all the gifts of life to nourish and satisfy your spirit more. You can feel proud of the effort you put into your practice, making your body stronger, more flexible, and better balanced. You should feel satisfied that you've learned to breathe with more awareness and gratitude, thanks. And best of all, you've made a deeper connection with your soul. Strengthening that relationship is always satisfying. Hari Om Tat Sat. Now start to deepen your breath so that you can awaken the muscles once more with movement, stretching, and activity. And when your body's ready to roll over, take time on your side a moment while you also awaken the mind. Be present to this time and place. Gradually lift again to your easy seated pose. You are magnificent, wonderful, amazing people. So I am very Grateful, thankful for your presence, and thankful for all you've accomplished on this earth. Namaste.
Namaste.